Welcome back to the world of Arklands and the Vault of Dreams. When we last left our ragtag group, we had finally all assembled and are starting with everyone at the table for once. Only took us 4 episodes.
Hey. Everyone is here.
The group gathered to fight something not seen in 500 years, a fallen star. And despite taking some heavy hits, especially the druid.
140 damage, but I'm still going.
Yep. They were able to subdue the angelic warrior with a combination of equipment from the newest member of the group and using the angel's own sword, stabbing it through the chest and leaving it there. A surprisingly effective method at keeping someone dead.
I don't know that that's surprising.
Yeah, I don't know if surprising is the right word, though.
Noted.
But as the group is gathered around the bleeding corpse of a member of the Army of Light, that is where we return for tonight's episode. Welcome back. So.
Thanks for having me. You're not welcome. I just need you to understand that.
He broke into the set today.
I did. He breaks into the set every day.
Yeah.
What are you doing in this house?
Mm-hmm. Yes, set.
Our set, Noah.
I mean, both are true.
The studio space that
All
we rent.
right.
Yes, the studio space.
Yeah.
A curtain.
I've been very behaved.
Listen, all of that's probably gonna stay in. Just an FYI.
I'm very aware. Take another 4.
You know, I'm not even mad about that one.
That was good.
Listen, I know that you're just trying to avoid what comes next, but
Listen, I've already had the worst that can happen to me. You know,
it's too late.
So you got plenty.
I'm dead already. There's worse.
Yeah.
Emotional damage.
I will, thank you.
He's already had emotional damage, too. Anyway.
He's already been emotionally killed. I think it's a step above emotional damage. Alright. So, when we last left off, you are surrounding the corpse being prevented from resurrection and are intending to carry it via dragon to the under construction Alabaster Keep. So, as the 5 of you stand, what do you want to do?
Alright. Well,
I want to smack a bitch, but I can't do that right now. So.
who wants to ride on the dragon? Me.
Oh, we're going to
the Alabaster Keep. Gotcha.
Yes.
How many people can it carry exactly?
It's only a large creature, I believe.
It's a large creature. Let me see what its strength is.
Boy? I saw him.
He is a big boy.
Yeah, probably 2, maybe 3.
It might be able to take the
Has a
3
strength
of
of
you,
19.
but us paladins
so
are
like
probably
2, maybe 3, but
if it's not
also
the
keep in mind that
paladins.
it's carrying a large creature as well.
If I cast it
that's
at a
true.
higher level, does that mean it can carry more?
No,
Okay.
because that's not the intended use in the slightest.
Alright. I'm just gonna cast it. 6th level?
Yep.
I'll go with you then. We'll have to explain this to them,
42
probably.
paladins gonna do.
walk.
Your big armor.
That's fine. It doesn't
Ran
weigh
here.
anything.
Don't you both have Find Steed?
Yes,
Yeah,
but
but
I
I mean,
didn't want to waste my spells before the big fight.
Yeah.
Now I could if
We
we're gonna get a
got-
long
We got
rest.
2
but-
dawns ahead of us, so you're gonna
That's
get time
true.
to rest up. And
Do we?
besides, y'all can stay at my place. You can rest up easy.
Actually, it is only the next dawn.
Next dawn.
Fair enough. Well,
Okay,
But
so
we
we
have
can start
until
at 1.
sundown.
It is
it's the middle of the night.
right on
Yes.
the 20th. The next morning is the 21st, and the the evening of the 21st
Yes,
is...
we have the next dawn after the upcoming, correct?
No, you have just this upcoming dawn.
What
The world,
day?
See
the
what you
world
mean.
ends tomorrow.
We have time. We don't have time for a long rest.
You have time for a long rest.
Hey,
That's what I'm trying to get
It is the
at.
night of the
Yes,
20th.
Cool.
You have
All
one
right.
dawn remaining.
Yep.
Well,
Yes.
I have summoned my dragon, my big boy, Medaleros.
Yep, you summon the silver and bronze streaked dragon once more. And just wordlessly... Actually,
do you have Find Seed?
Yep.
you summon the spirit of Medaleros, the Warden Star. And he immediately... You have never seen a draconic spirit act outside of the will of that which summoned it. There is an aura of fury immediately coming off of Medaleros.
Can I reach up and I just stroke his neck?
You do. It unfortunately doesn't seem to have much effect, as laying before him is his charge, his primary purpose in this world. And he does follow your instructions, but seems to be having difficulty maintaining form.
I would not like to ride on that anyways. Seeing the fury of the dragon, and with that Quill will cast Find Greater Steed and summon a Pegasus. Fly alongside
nice.
y'all.
Fancy.
Stylish.
Very nice.
All right.
Yeah.
Now hold up. Before we go anywhere, I think we need some proper introductions so we can get all in a circle, give out our names, where we're from, kind of what we do. I'm very curious about you all, and if we're gonna be working together saving the world, might as well get to know each other, right?
I like you. Name's Quill. You also fight well.
Good to meet you.
I live just outside the city.
Thank you. I am Cassandra, Arbiter of Good and Justice, and... Well, actually, I'm not actually Cassandra, and she is going to shift her appearance. The features of the allegedly hero Cassandra shift away into white hair, white skin, white eyes. I am actually, Cassandra. Sorry. Nope, I'm not Cassandra. I'm Andromeda. Nope, I don't have problems with that at all. Yep, I'm not actually Cassandra. However, this is the real sword of Cassandra. And she holds up the large, sword. Yep, got it from her. Great time. She's amazing. You all have loved to meet her. But, yeah, I am her prodigy, though.
Can I insight check whether she really gave it to her?
Go ahead.
I want to insight that check too, because I'm now very suspicious of this person.
It's a 16.
16.
Quill having
Go ahead and roll a charisma check.
a special place in his heart and mind for Cassandra's like, okay. He's like, you help me to
26.
vanquish the Starfall and Star? I'm alright.
26.
That is a 15.
Okay, what'd you roll in the die?
5.
A 5?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah.
Plus 10? Jeez.
Charisma, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can... I'll say, with a 26 on insight, she's definitely not lying. She has an enthusiasm, she's definitely not lying. Whether or not that is the truth is...
Still up in the air.
You can't tell the objective truth, but insight, you can figure out, does this person believe what they're saying? She absolutely does. There's no question in your mind there. Mm-hmm. You can both see that fairly easily.
Well, deception is not something I appreciate.
Deception? Of course not. Me?
Pretending to be the greatest hero of our age
Oh, well,
is a difficult subject.
I understand what you mean.
But
she's
your
perfectly fine with it.
your actions in battle have proven your strength.
Thank you.
So,
Really.
should you wish to ride with Cole and I will leave that up to him as he... And I'm going to give Cole a very, very long look. And I'm going to make an insight check on him. He knew Cassandra, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he did.
So Quill.
Yeah, 28. How's Quill? How's Cole feeling right now? Oh, sorry, I meant Cole, not Quill.
You said Quill.
How are you
Cool,
doing? You
cool.
doing good?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Time another day.
For
in the
28,
life.
yeah, you kind of get a read on the whole room.
Yeah. How are everyone here doing? How are we going?
Definitely, like, it's amazing that the idea that there is someone who is more or less imposter Cassandra, not trying to knock you too hard. Like, it's amazing that kind of registers anything beyond this might as well happen, but it really does. He is giving Andromeda kind of a glare.
And
That's okay.
Quill,
that's okay.
along with the silence of that really long look, will go. You did not say your name, however.
Oh, I am Araceli de Vendava from the town, I guess you could call it, of Vendava in Kinivel.
Pleasure. And he holds out his hand, shakes it. And she said, Cole?
Right, but before me, who's your very enthusiastic friend?
And Quill just kind of gestures.
Burke.
You want to
That's all
take
you'll
off
get
your
out of that.
helmet? You know, small.
Oh, yes,
No.
Burke, do that.
He doesn't have to do anything.
No.
I do kind of want to see it.
He is...
Sucks to be you.
It really does.
Well, now that introductions are out of the way, Burke and I... Well, I should say Burke...
Oh, also, I
enlisted
am
me.
actually with the Knights of the Dawn. I have...
Does that mean anything to Quill?
Do I recognize that symbol at all?
Go ahead and you can both make
I'm going to go ahead and say I certainly do.
Actually, I would like all three of you to make history checks.
Okay.
19! Wow.
That's certainly a no.
24.
2.
Oh, buddy.
You don't have a lot of experience with knightly orders or anything like that.
He just kind of gives a nod.
Yeah. The two of you, however, it wasn't a given because this was not something that happened during her adventures, as it were. The Knights of the Dawn is the organization that she set up essentially upon her retirement to protect the world, to protect, to basically continue her own mission. And so the two of you, you were having trouble recalling information about it beforehand, but now after a bit of clarity in battle and some reminders, that symbol certainly matches what would be used by the Knights of the Dawn. And yeah, that all checks out. Speaking of symbols, this is something that Quill, you would have already
A little package.
Little package.
would have found the same morning that you had a visitor come knocking.
Oh, I've been sitting on this for a while. Can I open it?
Yeah, go for it.
No. You just have to admire it.
You broke it.
Come on. You're not forsaken. Oh.
Wow.
Hold it up, show it off.
Ooh.
Another pendant. We get fancy
That
props.
is the Blackwood tree, the symbol of Moor.
And it says you are not forsaken.
Wow.
What's it
That's
say?
cool. You are not forsaken.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
I like that very much. He likes that very much.
Anyway,
Oh yeah, sorry. I was.
so we need to get this creature to the fort. So Cole, if you would like to ride with Metaleros and I, and if it is all right with you, Andromeda may join as well, but I would like to leave that up to you.
It's okay if not. I get it.
Show
I
me the
get it.
pendant again.
As she takes her badge and shows it to you.
You can make an Arcana check, people.
I will, now that you have given me the opportunity. 26.
Nice.
26. You can tell, for one, you can tell that there's not a hint of illusion magic on there. There's a combination, and this is fairly typical, especially with organizations. It would be the equivalent to, in the modern day, having an encrypted key card. So a combination of abjuration, divination, probably those two types of magic infused that prevent it, that give it traits that cannot be replicated by a fake. The presence of it doesn't 100% confirm that it is real, but it leans the needle very far in that direction. It's like if you had a functioning chip in a fake credit card. It's like, why do that?
Right. Okay.
Unless you're trying to give it to an expert.
Cole he stares at it for a minute. She can come.
Alright. Hop on, it'll be a little tight, but we can make it work.
It's gonna be room for the angelic being, right?
Oh, he's riding in the claws.
Ah. That's fair.
Yeah. Metaleros
Don't want to bleed
kind
on
of
your beautiful dragon.
gets on top of the angel and grips it, and his claws are just digging into the flesh, just until they're basically closed fists.
It's alright. Our goal is to keep this from happening. Alright, I am up front. Middle or back?
What manner of a game is this?
You've never heard of golden
Actually
parchment
decided
shears?
ahead of time.
I invented it.
You?
Well, that's why I haven't heard of it.
Cannon!
Neat. Anyway, I don't know what I was actually deciding on. I just wanted to win, and I did. So
Okay, you get the back.
yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I'll take it back.
Alright. Here we go.
Burke, so you have to keep. And he'll
Racy there.
mount his
I mean-
Pegasus and take off.
For the record, 2 people can ride a Pegasus.
He doesn't want Burke. No, I'm kidding.
That's
That's
fine.
valid.
You're not gonna keep an eye on him?
That's
He doesn't
true.
need to. He knows his objective. He's agreed to go to the keep, and then we'll head to get the sphere guy. So
fair.
we're on the same page.
Alright.
That's true.
Uh,
all good.
Cole, guide the way to the keep.
Yep.
Okay,
Well, you can all see it fairly clearly from above.
Okay.
it's that way.
I would be
Great.
impressed
And yeah,
if we
you could
got
definitely
lost.
hop on.
That's all right.
So
I'll walk.
Burke will walk. All right.
Walk.
I like your style.
You realize we
I like
travel faster on the Pegasus.
I think he's
faster
trying
is
to
better.
avoid the social interactions once we get there.
He's had to interact with me all day.
Do I need to be there at a specific time?
Yes.
Why?
Because
Happy there.
No, it's not.
We're gone.
it just speeds things up.
Yeah.
We have no good way to communicate with you if we get to the keep and make our way back before you get there.
Where are you going after the keep? I figured you'd probably end up staying there for a little. It's gonna
I
take
thought we were
some
going
convincing.
to the statue. He looks at kind of Cole and...
Oh,
Cole
we're
is
gone.
Cole. Those 3 are gone. It's just the 2 of you now.
Oh. I assumed we were going to
The monument.
Arya's monument. So if you would like, you could head straight there.
If that's where you want to meet up, that's fine.
Why don't you get on the Pegasus? Why don't you get on the Pegasus?
Get on the heckin' Pegasus.
The
Pegasus.
heckin'
Pegasus.
Pegasus.
That's his name.
His
Pegasus
name-
the Pegasus.
Hex.
His name's Blackjack.
If I really want to go somewhere fast, I do have the means.
Understood. Enjoy your trot. And he knows a no is a no, and he'll hop on and take off. Because
Does he now?
I'm not banking on a nat 20 again for persuasion.
You can try.
I could try.
I mean, you can roll, see if you get it.
Doesn't hurt. Unless you
Alright.
get a net one. That'd be awesome.
Oh,
That is very close. So that's a 31 total.
Damn.
19 on the die.
I don't even know what I would roll against that. I don't know if there's anything I can.
Make a wisdom save.
A wisdom save? Okay. Okay, I have the potential for that. No. That's only a 26.
So does
Only
he...
a 26.
Now, again,
Oh,
the
that's right.
decision is still in your hands.
Nah. he's still gonna walk.
He will accept that and then just take off. And on the flight, since he's alone, he'll open up the parcel
Nice.
and go, huh, answering a prayer before I even said it. Because that's what he said before he had opened it. And he will put it over like so.
Very nice.
Yes.
Thank
good.
you again for Beck, our wonderful prop maker extraordinaire,
Yes, yes.
making sure that everyone got something.
Fancy.
So, the three that are riding the dragon arrive at the Alabaster Keep. Angel in tow.
Yeah.
A crowd of guards are there to meet you. Because a dragon carrying an angelic corpse over the city, it doesn't matter what time of night it is. That's drawing a little bit of attention.
Yeah.
Cole will hop off the dragon.
Araceli hops off, kind of as the dragon is gliding down. She hops off, so he's still hovering up
Style
in the
points.
air. Yeah, for the style points.
Style points.
I'll get down too.
So did you all hear the news?
They are kind of like looking between each other, not any of them stepping forward to speak. But a voice from the opposite direction. I wish I knew you were coming this direction. As you recognize the head of the Temple of Arya, the one who had summoned you originally, not 48 hours prior.
Right. Everything happened kind of suddenly. Safe to say that poor Rachel got a little bit more than she bargained for.
Yes. So it would seem.
I have news. It's not good, but it's news nonetheless.
It's Emmanuel Tanzer. I was looking for his name.
Emmanuel, okay.
I think whatever that news is, there is a pressing matter.
That would be the news.
He is not meeting any of your eyes and is just looking at the corpse.
We need this creature bound here,
Yes.
entombed.
I do.
I'm sorry we couldn't contact you sooner, but this was the closest and safest place.
Can you make it happen?
Yes, guards, secure it the best you can.
Do not remove the sword.
Yes, follow any instructions that they have. I am going to see if there is something that I can accommodate. Thank you.
Cole, we are...
That's what we do.
We need to stop by the Temple of Arya before we head out of town.
Why?
I need to speak with the young girl that was there, set to take Rachel's place. I need to let her know about what we have found out.
Interesting note. You did not know that. She told you in the private conversation. That
I don't know.
Elizabeth was to be her replacement?
So she said.
Oh, so bold.
But I told her that we would report to her with any information that we found so that she did not attempt to divine as well. So...
Are you saying she's going to try?
if we do not bring back what we've found and told her that we actually have the information that we need, then that is her plan. But I convinced her it would not be wise. All I'm saying is, once this is taken care of, we need to stop by there, unless someone can get word to her sooner to let her know we understand what it was Rachel saw.
When were you going to tell me this?
Now. It all happened kind of suddenly. I spoke with her, and as we were finishing our conversation, a star fell from the sky, and so there wasn't really time.
The last person who divined into tomorrow got her eyes burned out.
Yes, I know that. Which is why I convinced her to not attempt it.
Quill's
But
kinda
she
like,
is very
nearby on his
determined.
Pegasus, just like soaking all this in, like, alright.
Quill and Andromeda just like a tennis match.
Yeah.
She's very determined to do what she can to help.
Humans. Okay, let's go.
So,
And you're saying humans. Quill kind of nods, like, yeah.
Emmanuel has descended into the Alabaster Keep, but it does appear that the situation for the time being is handled.
Okay. I give them... Assuming none of these guards have ever entombed an angel before,
Yeah.
Safe assumption.
I give them the whatever information I know about...
Yep. Go ahead and make a... I'll say just a flat wisdom check.
Alright. That I can do. 25.
25? Cool, yeah. It is comprehensive and, but also not, overwhelming.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I give them... I mean, it's a little bit of a different environment, so it's like not like they're gonna
And
have
it's not
ice
about the
around,
specific
but
things, but it's like, don't touch the blood, and don't remove the sword, and these manacles are what's stopping him from teleporting, and yada yada yada.
yeah, and making sure he's put into a place that he can't get out of, and all of that stuff. Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
So now, the plan is to go to the monument, so you can
Yes.
give this warning, and then where from there? Just tracking the spear, or do we have teleportation?
I have some means of teleportation. I don't know if I could gather all of you in one go, unless we are going back and forth between the Knights of the Dawn's headquarters.
It's better than nothing.
I
I
have
can take you guys there.
one teleportation spell left that I can use. But it requires a tree that I have
We'll keep that in mind. I
seen
will
or
go-
touched.
Inform Burke, and we will meet you at the monument.
Andromeda, go ahead and make an intelligence check for me.
Great, I'm good at that. Okay, that's a 13.
13. Yeah, you would know,
Die.
while it is not
Powerful.
an enjoyable task, Churu is capable of leaving and retrieving up to 8 people at a time.
That's true. So we can get that done.
All
I got
right.
a guy.
Well, then we'll meet at the monument.
Okay.
Agreed?
Agreed.
Always wanted to see it.
And Quill will essentially take off on Blackjack and go locate Burke,
Got it.
who I assume is just making his way here on foot.
Now, were you walking towards the keep or the monument?
The
That's
monument.
right, we talked about the monument.
Yeah.
Got it.
But before I do that, I'm gonna take a minute to find just a rag or something and just clean off my halberd.
I have the soldier.
You notice that as you use the rag to clean off the silver blood, once you pull the rag away, it's beginning to disintegrate.
Like I said. Interesting.
Well,
All right.
don't do that.
So we
It's
head
all right.
over.
I can't feel anything.
That's true.
So once everything's settled, we head over to the monument, and I find Elizabeth.
So you land, taking Meleros, who shortly after landing, despite the time not being up yet, you can tell that his form is not staying together well. You can try and keep him longer, but
Rest, my friend.
and just
I will need you.
his body vanishes.
All right.
You don't actually have to go looking, because Elizabeth runs out, does not pay any attention to you, does not know who you are,
I get it.
but
I
just
Ignores the paladins,
runs
so.
to the two of you. Oh, thank the Queen you're alive.
Just barely.
We know what's going on.
You do.
There's no reason to divine anything any further. But
So what's going to happen?
The sky is falling.
there is something that is attempting to pull the stars from the sky. And we are making our way east to the, what's it called? Something of the Dawn. Amy doesn't remember, but I
Knights of the
said it.
Dawn?
To the Knights of the Dawn? That's just what it's called?
That's the organization. The Eastern Cornerstone is the...
Oh, right, yes.
That's what she was trying to
Yes, the Cornerstone. We are making our way to the Eastern Cornerstone, where the Knights of the Dawn are.
Cornerstone?
The very edge of the world.
Oh.
And that is where we will stop whatever is going on.
Telepathically, you, Burke, will go. It's still going east, right?
Currently, I'm assuming.
Yeah. Has not stopped.
So, you must stay here. Do not, under any circumstances, attempt to divine what might happen. We will have it handled.
If you won't listen to her, then listen to me.
It's not so much not listening as hoping for confirmation.
I've lived too long to sugarcoat things. If you divine any time past tomorrow, you will die. You must not.
I'd like one of you to make a persuasion or intimidation check with advantage.
What's your charisma?
0.
+2.
There you go.
You're making persuasion or intimidation.
Persuasion. They're the same, but I want it to be persuasion.
Understood.
That went on a journey. Did you see that?
It did, but it
So
arrived
Sally has given you
nicely.
advantage.
With advantage? Right, okay.
Mark, I like it.
21. 19 +2.
Nice.
So the first or the second roll?
First roll. Second roll is a 7.
Ooh. Okay. I won't.
I do have something to discuss with you once this is all done. I'll find you here the day after tomorrow.
I'll hold you to that.
I do not often break promises.
I'm going to... She's probably shorter than I am. A little bit.
Yeah.
Kind of... Not... Well... She's not child size, so I wouldn't need to kneel or crouch or anything like that. But I'm going to pull out... a note from my pouch, and I do not have anything written because I'm just thinking of this now, and give it to her and say, should Cole return without me, for one reason or another, I need you to get this note to Vendava in Kinyavel. There you will find a half-elf by the name of Soul. Give this to them.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Stay safe.
Too.
We don't have a choice in the matter.
Then you better.
Alright. Eastward.
Yep.
By this point, it's a bit of a triangle, and so you've made your way mostly to the monument by this point. And so the five of you stand at the base of the statue of Arya. Now that the crisis has momentarily been suspended, it is a beautiful sight to see. Black stone that is just very dark during the day, and the night seems to reflect and refract all of the constellations and stars in the sky. And while they can hold terror and be a source of fear, as you have first-hand experience with now, something about looking up at her statue, looking up at the constellations and the stories woven within them, there's a sense of peace.
Alright.
Well, you all ready? Go to the eastern cornerstone.
Yep.
I
Get
See
some
the edge of the
rest.
world.
suppose.
Get rest, and then face whatever we can.
Yep. Won't be fighting alone. There is that, at least.
That is true.
It's very true.
Before we do go, in the event that we don't come back, it is something I've never really gotten the chance to talk about. But seeing as a once in the history of the world event is happening again, Araceli, how old did you think I was when we first met?
700.
Oh, okay. 700 or so?
Yeah. 636. Which means I was there the last time the stars fell. And I could see it coming 100 years in advance. There was a point that I could not divine past. A certain day, I just saw blinding light. And I tried desperately to make sense of it, over and over again. But as the day grew closer, I saw that it was inevitable. There wasn't day and there wasn't night. As the stars kept raining down, Miranova protected us with her wings, but many people ran underground. I stayed above. And I just watched. You could see farther than normal. No matter where you were in the world, you could see Miranova. You could see her fight and stand defiant and you could see her die. The last thing she did, with her dying breath, she pulled the sky down with her claws and trapped all the stars up there, where Arya could put them to sleep. And for 250 years afterwards, the Age of Mourning, as you know it, funny, I didn't think about this until just now, but I imagine it must have gotten its name from the weave. Magic didn't work right for that era. You couldn't divine more than a week out if you were lucky. We could probably clearly see tomorrow, but that was it. And then the Age of Mourning ended. And we could just move on. And then I hear of an oracle whose eyes burned out and couldn't see past a certain date. I'm sorry I couldn't tell you sooner, Araceli.
It's no fault of yours. It is a experience I'm sure you would not wish on anyone.
No. And yet, here we are.
But we have hope.
We are very fortunate to have caught this so soon. You said you fought this person previously who was piercing the sky.
Yes, with a staff.
I didn't really fight him.
Spear.
Spear.
And upon your conclusion as well, Quill will kind of bow his head and thank you for your words, wise one. Respecting your age as well.
Yeah, us wrinkly elves are a rare sight.
Yeah, indeed.
It's like to have wrinkles.
Not many survived the... How long did it last?
The Age of Mourning?
No, the stars falling the first time.
Unclear, partially because I never figured out the exact dates. It does blend together, but it was a period of years.
Years of constant onslaught. Not a lot of people made it out if they stayed above. And even more so, just succumbed to natural lifespans. I guess that makes me lucky, in a way.
You lived a long time.
I'm older than every single building in this town.
That's pretty cool.
Except for the one that you're standing under.
Except for her. I did meet Cassandra, too.
You did? Yeah, she's pretty cool.
Wear her face carefully. Do her justice. If
I'll
you're
do my best.
if you're going to parade around being somebody else.
Okay, this was a little bit of like a special occasion because it was kind of a big deal, you know. I wanted to represent her, but
Couldn't resist it, huh?
I look up to her. But yeah, it's
Cool.
not a regular thing. So
Go ahead and roll me an intelligence check.
Intelligence check.
Just because this is something you might.
That is
a
21.
20. Fae are funny when it comes to aging. But while they're in the material plane, there are many that do age alongside mortals. This changeling that stands before you can't be more than max 50 years old. Cassandra, well, you met her
Mm-hmm.
maybe 300, a little less.
Cassandra is human, right? You
don't look a day over 300.
you speak
thank
of
you.
Cassandra in the present tense. She was human. Should be dead by now.
She did die, yes. However, she also lived to about 300 years. So, special situation. Don't really know much about that. But,
Tends to happen.
No one knows what happened to her afterwards.
She went off and formed Knights of the
Mostly
Dawn.
unheard.
Right, but where did she go after that? Even I don't know. I lived to watch the Everqueen die, and I don't know where she went.
Well, these questions are not relevant to our current goal. So, I'm sure while the answers will be interesting, we have more pressing matters.
we do. So, everyone ready to teleport?
Yes.
I need my sending stone.
Counterspell!
Not a spell.
Which it's done. I'm gonna,
True.
can't remember his name. Well,
Are you
Dromina
talking
never
to
remembers his name.
Are you talking to Churu directly or to someone else?
He's the one who's gonna do the job.
Yes.
So I'll call him. Hey, grumpy buddy, how's it going? Hope you're doing well in your tower. We got a couple people that we need at the Cornerstone ASAP. Can you make that happen for us? We got 5. Okay, we don't need to include the dragon, because dragons despawned. Yeah.
Is this really necessary?
Yes, it is. We're about to save the world. I'll tell you all about it.
You don't typically hear breathing over sending. But that was a sigh so loud it counted as a word.
Yeah.
Understood.
Thanks, buddy. Love ya.
And directly in front of you, you see a human that you would immediately recognize as being originally from the Corman provinces, far to the west, wearing robes that are gilded in this gold and white trim, very similar to the armor that Andromeda is wearing.
Wow, speedy as always.
I'm assuming
These
This is-
are the heroes. Ones who helped me stop
Pleasure
the
to
angel.
meet you. I only know you as Grumpy Buddy, but pleasure to meet you.
True.
True. Quill.
True.
Burke.
Koltama.
Araceli.
All right.
You two would get along, I think.
He opens up
get some
a
drinks.
spell book and traces a sigil on it.
Quill shakes his head for him.
That was out of character. Can you physically
Oh,
drink?
no. I don't drink, I don't
can
sleep, I
try.
don't... Nothing.
Cole doesn't know you're a skull.
Well, you don't need it, but you could try. Just, dump it. Dump down the old bones. You'd rather milk. Shocking.
Okay, now, I do have to say, there should be an exception for milk. Because,
Chocolate
skeletons,
milk.
they need them strong bones.
It's even better if it's chocolate milk.
Yeah, but
Okay, that's a Noah spell.
then you just
Burke would drink
then you
right.
just
You
have
said
milk
chalky milk. I kept
collecting
thinking
your
you were
boots.
saying chunky milk, and I was like,
Then you
no.
just have milk collecting in your boots.
It's just slowly filling up the armor until it starts spilling out the top.
It's like Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah,
He drinks the wine, it just goes down all the bones.
Yep. So,
It's a good movie.
Drew takes out the spellbook and traces a sigil on it. Ready? And before waiting for an answer, just places his hand, and there is a bright light as a very Star Trek transmat effect. And it is this different teleportation always feels differently, and this is a very, for anyone who's experienced teleportation before, this is by far the fastest that the sensation passes, as it is just a feeling of being very, very light, and then being where you are at the new location.
Can I feel that?
Yes, you can.
Oh, wow. Okay, cool. I can feel something.
You can proceed.
Considering that teleportation by necessity kind of unmakes you and remakes you.
Yeah, but I'm still a skelly boy.
Yeah, but you can feel it in your bones.
In them bones!
Yeah.
Uh-huh. And he just kind of shuts the book. Will that be all?
That'll be all. Thank you. You're appreciated.
And walks out of the room.
Is he always like that?
Always, it's wonderful. He's a great guy.
It's the end of the world and he's still like that.
Yeah,
That may be why he's like that.
it's true. It's like the world ends for him every day. You know,
Oh.
all that edgy stuff.
Are we indoors?
You are currently indoors, standing on a teleportation sigil.
Alright, y'all can follow me. I'll show you around. Y'all never been to the Eastern Cornerstone, have ya?
I have not.
No.
Can't say that I have
And I
either.
can safely say this is now the farthest I've been from home.
Believe me, it is a sight to see.
It is the complete opposite side of the world.
Well,
Well, wait.
Just about.
not quite.
Well, almost. Pretty close.
We were on the east,
We
right?
also have a map.
You were on the east.
We're on the western side of east, but we were on... Or
No,
we're on the
you were
eastern side.
You were on
Yeah.
the eastern coast. You were pretty
I'm
much
on the
at
eastern-
the furthest.
Coast of Kingdom.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the other side of the
Feels-
world for you would be the southern Cornerstone. This is like
Either way, it's very,
adjacent.
very far.
It is still very, very far.
Oh, yeah.
Because
Alright.
it has never been documented exactly how far past the edge of the map the cornerstones are.
Oh.
You are quite a distance.
And you're,
Yeah, it's not it doesn't just end there.
Cool. Good to know.
Yeah.
you're a spear buddy who's making a quick trip.
Yeah, and all of a sudden, it is still heading eastward, but it is now quite a distance west.
Hmm.
As
And
you
he's
have
getting closer.
skipped. Yup.
Yeah, he'll look over telepathically. He's on course for us.
He's on his way.
Alright.
Alright. Let's give him the tour.
And Quill will kind of do a bow and like lead on.
You are taken through a large tower, the construction of which is older than anything even you, Cole, have ever seen. This is a foundation of the world you have lived on your entire lives. The stones set in place by the Everqueen herself. You can see, especially you, Cole, with your experience in the arcane, see that every single stone that is part of this tower is infused with layers upon layers of magic. Many of it abjuration, but elements of transmutation and evocation, conjuration, just a mix of intense magic woven into every fiber of this structure. It is as much magic as it is physical. You're shown a banqueting hall, a training arena, barracks. You pass by at least 100 over the course of the entire tour of just soldiers and warriors in armor, spellcasters in robes, all sporting the same symbol that she wears. Most of them being quite friendly towards her. And you are then brought to the ground floor and taken out onto the island that the Cornerstone sits upon. I'm going to actually show y'all, because I have...
And Trey, quick point of clarification, because I'm going back through my notes.
Yep.
It is the middle of the night.
Yeah.
So it is Hala 20th.
If it is past midnight, it is now the 21st.
No, it should be the 20th, because the session 1 was the 19th.
Yeah.
And session 2 was also the 19th. And so we ended the conversation and had the starfall from the sky.
I believe that was a
Yeah. Because he died the night of the 19th.
Okay.
Because Cole going to Rachel's room was on the morning of the 20th.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And
awesome.
the 21st, I don't have the paper with me, but the 21st.
Actually, no, that was
That
on the 19th.
yeah.
I spent a
Because
whole day
Aristotle
after I
setting-
died, though, traveling.
So that is a mistake on my part. But,
Yeah.
Oh, the DM messed up.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
while I
So-
did say that it was, so yes, that would have been on the 20th then to make the timelines line up properly.
I will fix
Okay.
the continuity
Yeah.
by investigating.
Yeah,
a
because
murder.
I thought all of that happened on the 19th.
It originally did. You are correct. That's a mistake on my part
Okay.
because I think we had a bit. More
I was
of a
sitting here
time
thinking, like, I thought we had an extra day.
Yeah, I think I had a bit of a time skip for Burke.
For Burke. Okay.
And I didn't register that properly in my brain.
Okay.
But yeah.
So it is the morning of the 21st, but it's not yet dawn.
If it is like 1 a.m., that is on the 21st.
Okay. Yep. Cool beans.
Yeah.
Just
So
wanted to clarify that real quick.
that.
Smart.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I appreciate the clarification because that is a very good point to keep in mind.
All right.
Um,
So we were shown around.
yes, you are, and you are brought to the island landmass that the Cornerstone sits upon, and see stretching out as far as you can see to the north and south, a massive waterfall as the ocean pours over the edge of the world. And this massive tower behind you, rising up into the sky, almost in line with the horizon. It seems to bend and curve, not in construction, but visually, as you stand on the edge of the world.
Pretty neat, huh?
Quill look down. Yeah, pretty
Yeah,
neat.
you don't want to fall down there, though.
Nope,
It's a hassle
won't
to
do
get
that.
back up.
What's the weather like? Is it clear sky, cloudy, rainy?
Probably, like mostly clear with the scattered clouds.
All right.
Well,
Is it like calm waters until it hits the waterfall, or is it like to get choppy?
It's definitely more akin to open ocean. In terms of comparisons, it would be akin to the Cornerstone being a lighthouse on the edge, and so there's quite a lot of crashing waves against the rocky shore.
Andromeda.
yes.
Is there anyone available to cast the spell water breathing on us all?
That is a potential good idea. I don't imagine we're going to be going out to swim.
Just in case.
Yes, but the time you catch your breath, you'll probably be over the edge.
But just in case.
Do we have anyone who can fetch people who potentially fall?
It is a ritual spell, but I don't have it prepared. Can I still cast it as a ritual?
No, not unless you're a wizard.
Okay.
You get the sense a better idea because you have experience with nature magic.
Yeah.
Water walking.
Yes, but water walk only lasts an hour. Water breathing lasts 24 hours. And so my thought is, if you cast it now,
That's a fair point.
and it doesn't hurt to just have it, just in case.
Very fair point.
I'm gonna look this up.
I have water walk prepared, but I don't have water breathing prepared.
Hopefully you won't be fighting.
We say hopefully, Trey. We say hopefully, but I'm prepared for everything. And so I'm asking if this fortress that's sitting in the middle of the ocean.
Yes, they would have someone that
Technically,
can
the
help
edge of
with
the
that.
ocean.
It's true. It's on the edge. There's no water colliding on one of its sides.
You do see a younger man with glasses. He's constantly adjusting. Kind of a half plate or just a breastplate of armor over top of robes, a bit of a mix, which is something that you've seen a little bit more rarely. But he does approach you with a book in hand.
Hey.
Ma'am.
Yes. You don't have to call me ma'am. Seriously, I'd tell you that 1,000 times.
Yes. The room for your discussions is prepared.
Excellent. Thank you.
Ooh, we got a room.
Yes, we need to... I think we need to exchange information because there's a lot of details bouncing around and I think we all need to be on the same page.
Yes, and Tarex would like to be present in order to receive the
Yeah, that's fine.
most... the more information that he can have, the better, in his opinion.
You gonna be there too?
Most likely, yes.
Cool. Alright. If you're ready, we can...
Can I insight check her on if it's okay that this Tarex person is there?
Go for it.
You hesitated there for a quick second. That's a 26. How do you feel about Tarex?
I'm
when you
inciting your insight check because you've been awfully suspicious, Cassandra. It's going to be a 20.
Considering that she's not Cassandra.
Araceli is a very insightful person, is picking up on very small bits of body language and voice inflections.
27
What
to
is-
see you're on edge and you're picking up more probably than you should, and he's going to go, Araceli. It's okay.
How do you feel about Tarex?
Tarex is a guy. I hang
Men.
around. Yeah, I try to get along with him. I'm not sure how much he really likes
This
me.
is what I wanted
He's a
to
cool
avoid.
guy.
And Quill
You
will
don't
walk
have to
off.
say this out loud, just like your
I
general
know,
voice
this is-
inflection of
Yeah. This is just kind of the vibe she
the
gives
vibe
off.
of. Alright.
Yeah.
But he doesn't seem. You're not mad that he's going to be there in the sense that you are suspicious of a sinister nature.
No,
Okay.
not at all.
It's just
There's
he's
nothing
annoying.
sinister. It's just I try to be friends with everyone, and he doesn't always be
Okay.
as friendly buddy as I want him to be. Of course, that's
That
like half
tracks.
the people in this
Yeah,
place.
that
I was going
tracks.
to say, that's 2 of the 3 so far.
We're working on it. We're working on it.
All
I
right.
got hundreds of years.
All right. So let's go meet these people.
So you are led by the bookish-looking one
Mr. needs new glasses.
through the fortress and to a large war room. And there you see a fairly large, even compared to the bigger members of this group, an orc with a full plate armor and a very what would be the right word? Adorned version of the same badge she wears, likely denoting some form of authority.
Bigger the badge, greater the authority.
Andromeda.
Big guy. These are the guys who helped saved Searsport from the Angel.
Appreciate it.
And we've
course.
got some pretty important information to pass around.
Good. Go on.
I will
Take a seat.
sit down and start giving the rundown.
Where does Burke
of-
sit?
Oh, he sits in the back. In
It's
the
like-
darkest
it's like
corner,
a
he
circular. It's a
Yeah.
circular table.
yeah, he's sitting at the back of the room. He's not sitting at the table. He's like leaning against the wall.
Quill
Like
sees.
a rogue in a tavern.
Quill is going to sit down and sees that. It's like, sighs himself, takes 2 chairs, and goes to the back of the room with him.
You guys consider
Your
the table?
presence would be appreciated.
I'm here.
Barely.
And telepathy is. Do you want to sit at the table?
No.
Okay, then take the chair. Sheesh. You're a terrible brother-in-arms to walk around with. This is all telepathically as he sits down next to him.
Araceli will start giving the rundown of at least her side of information, leaving out.
Ooh, leaving out? Inside check.
I'm trying to determine if she would leave out how she came there. I think she would just say something like sent to Searsport with a warning of something to come and told to find the Eye of Aria. And then give the rundown of
Before you do
her
that,
conversation.
Quill will raise his hand in the back. Sent by whom?
Sent by my city.
Your city
Go ahead and make a
is...
deception check.
16?
Oh gosh, even I know.
Come on. Natural 1.
Oh.
Also a natural 1.
Also a natural one.
Wow.
Dang.
Wow.
The gods protect you.
Yes, but he says the city,
Sent by my god.
your
My-
god.
Their address.
Thank you. I was just looking to see if you were also serving Mora. Carry on with your story.
She kind of gestures to the large diamond on her shield.
I know 2 gods and their symbols. I beg your pardon, but continue.
Burke is gonna stand up, walk over to her, get real close to her, and go,
If you want us to trust you, you'd better not lie. I have one thing I need to do, and if you are going to get in my way, I will remove you.
I assure you, I have only the best intentions for this world.
Then you don't lie.
I can vouch for her.
She's
Vouching
lying.
is
There
still
is-
not telling the truth.
There is
Disclosing.
information about me that is not necessary for everyone in this room to know. And there are information about me and what it is I do that is not explicitly pertinent to what we are doing here.
As long as we get the whole summary of your experience
Sent-
that relates to the falling star and the man with the spear, I'm completely satisfied.
Sent by a very powerful being.
Duradras, yes.
To be
Make a
here.
deception check, please.
He said Duradras.
Yeah.
I'm
I know,
just saying
you're trying to
powerful
convert-
being.
And you're trying to hide your
Yeah, it's
reaction.
Play
12.
along with it.
Oh, that's much better. 23.
Yeah.
You can. There's an intentional non-confirmation, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
He'll let it go, but yeah, he said apologies.
You get very close to Araceli.
mm-hmm.
Can I see behind the mask?
You can try.
Passive perception
Does he
27.
Trey? Is that enough?
yeah, with a 27 on passive perception, and you go ahead and make a perception check.
It's a flat 20.
That's still enough. As you get close enough, and the first thing that you realize is the smell. Or rather, the lack thereof. Almost every single person has some scent, especially in a time
After
before
a fight.
deodorant exists.
Yes.
Even those who wash regularly usually have some kind of,
Natural musk.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Something identifiable, something,
Cole smells like prunes.
sure.
That's rude.
I might say
Smells like Werther's Originals.
Better.
No, mothballs. Everyone knows old people smell like mothballs.
Anyway.
That's the most inoffensive one.
I would argue Werther's is the most inoffensive. But anyway, as you get close to Burke, there's nothing. There's no heat from being close to another person's body.
There's no pupils beyond the eye slits.
There's no breath on your skin. Flat 20 is enough to understand that there is something very off and very wrong. But even then, it's difficult to draw a direct conclusion, because I don't know what kind of mind would draw a direct conclusion.
I had a roundabout one, but that's because I've worked with death before.
She
Yes.
gives a very hard look as you are standing in front of her, looking at her. She stares back. Doesn't make a comment on it. But is intentional about not making a comment about it. She knows.
Burke doesn't care.
Yeah.
Burke doesn't give a shit what anyone thinks right now.
If I may, and this is the young man with the glasses.
Nerd. Sorry.
You're not wrong.
No, he's a nerd.
I don't know any of you, save for Andromeda.
Do the introduction thing again.
Benjamin. All right.
Sorry, I didn't know that. I don't know if there was more to that or not.
Well,
Andromeda gave a whole title. Quill, Burke, Araceli, Cole.
a pleasure. To speak frankly, from the little information we do have, it's likely the world ends tomorrow.
Yes, tomorrow
So,
at sundown.
to speak frankly, cut the shit. Whatever personal gripes or secrets you might have, now is not the time.
Telepathically to you. I'll go. I'll tell your side.
Don't you dare.
What I know of yours. I'll give the Burke version of your side.
So you'll say nothing.
The Burke version that I was able to wheedle out before I get to the very personal stuff.
You said you have one thing to do here.
Yes.
And Quill goes, sorry, we were speaking telepathically.
If you want it done, the best way is to work with the people sitting at this table.
Which is why I'm here with you.
Fantastic. And what brought you here?
There is a spear. The tip is a dragon claw. A man used it to bring down a star. I used to guard it.
A spear with a dragon curled around it, reaching up towards the point.
Just a
The
moment,
claw
you said
is a spear tip.
a dragon claw.
I mean, that was... It was just the
It
claw
was
itself.
basically reaching forward.
Yeah.
Just an ordinary claw from any particular dragon.
Well,
I
it's
wouldn't know.
less so like a literal dragon claw, more that that's how it's carved.
Okay.
I only
Because if
saw it
that was
once.
Miranova's claw fucking plot twist of the century.
That was gonna be big.
It's a hefty spear.
Unfortunately,
Like your pinky
I
nail.
believe I recognize the artifact that you were previously guarding. The Architect's Needle. A tool used by the Everqueen herself to create the Weed of Magic. And therefore capable of unweaving it.
You just poked a teeny tiny little hole in the sky.
A physical assault on a cornerstone would be to little effect, but with a tool such as that, a fortress such as this could be destroyed.
Well, he's headed this way, and he is coming fast.
And who is he?
The one we've been pursuing.
Fantastic. You have a name.
No. All I know is
We have a description.
he's supposedly a god.
Right, well, there's a starting point. Come on, the five
What did he look like? Will forgets.
of you have been working on this for...
Well, to be fair,
2 days.
Cole and I
even.
were pursuing the lead that I described at Searsport with the Eye of Aria, and encountered the two of them in the street as we rushed to meet this fallen star. We did not see them beforehand. Their journey converged with ours. I do not believe in coincidence, but we did not start out on the same path.
No, but the fact that your paths led to the same place means that, in my belief, all the answers are here. An interesting note. I would like you to make me an intelligence check and you to make me a wisdom check.
Just flat wisdom.
That's a perception and investigation.
Investigation?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's a 16.
That was like...
Wow.
It's still a 17, but like...
So
Yeah,
close to
16.
I had a 75% chance to be good.
Yes, I know I have an inspiration trait, but I don't want to use it for this. Unless you deem it important.
Yeah, the
I
fact
think
that
he's
he's
deeming it
asking-
He's looking at me.
Can
I'm
I
gonna
take an
use it.
inspiration from a character in a different campaign?
That's not much better, but it's a flat 20.
Player inspiration.
Can I take an inspiration on credit for one of them? Can I take it out on loan?
No, I get inspiration because I brought Trey snacks.
What's the APR financing on your inspiration?
A flat 20 is the DC.
Okay.
You were in Rachel's room.
Mm-hmm.
And you saw the scorch marks.
I recognize it as radiance.
You fought an angel who used radiant bursts. Despite being the same type of damage, they were distinctly different.
Special.
The angels, the soldiers of light, their radiance was not what poured through Rachel's eyes.
It's divine radiance.
Maybe.
Fine.
Divine.
What happened with Rachel?
What about her?
She saw, we assumed she saw something to do with the angels and the stars falling, which would be a celestial radiance, which is what we saw the angel using when we fought it. But the radiance, the scorch marks left by the radiance in her chambers is different from the celestial radiance that we fought against. Radiance can come in multiple forms. It's often associated with celestials, but it's also often associated with the divine.
So what do you think she saw?
Something connected to the celestials, but could also be connected to something divine.
Divine is in...
Quill. Go ahead and make a religion check for me.
Hey, 21.
Nice.
It's good.
There's something about
Mary.
There's something about divine, celestial, that just rings in your head. And I don't know how familiar you, Will, are with the Forsaken Pantheon.
Mm-hmm. A little bit.
But an idea does come to mind. There is a deity known as the Celestial Knight, the god of law, radiance, and persecution.
Upon thinking this, Quill just say, what about the Celestial Knight?
It's a Forsaken.
Indeed. Law, order, persecution.
What
Deals
does the
heavily-
Celestial Knight look like?
I don't have first-hand knowledge. I just know the Pantheon.
Go ahead and make a religion check.
I'm proficient in,
But-
I'm proficient in religion. Would I know?
Sweet.
Yeah, you can make one.
That's a natural 20.
Oh, we'll go with that.
Yeah, and
Alright.
that's fitting,
Yep.
given.
Go ahead, keep that. Keep the natural 20. Keep that energy.
You know what?
Oh,
you
he's
get
gonna
it?
he's gonna
You
pull
gonna
it
get
out. He's
Are you
he's
gonna get
pull
something
out
out, or are you
hero
gonna get
forge.
secrets?
The minis that I painted.
Yeah.
I've
Oh,
known
the
about
sneaky
this.
snake.
All the way over there.
The natural 20.
Oh, look at that boy.
This
You're
big
gonna
boy
have to hold him up so the
Hold
cameras
it
can
up
see
for
him.
cameras.
Yeah, let's see.
But
That is
depictions...
Over this way,
halfway
is- yeah.
off.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
But,
Just hold
but
it
he'll
there for a second.
continue.
You can put it
But
down.
depictions of him usually include a large sword,
Yeah, you
not
can put
unlike
him
yours,
here.
Andromeda.
We'll see him in my camp.
And additionally, with a natural 20, you are aware that deities often take different forms and have different manifestations of their domains. And one of the other forms you will have, maybe not first-hand experience, but have read and heard accounts of, is Vo, the name of the Celestial Knight, as a manifestation of his domain of the law, holding the epithet of the judge, is a warrior completely clad in armor. And as you remember what Burke described when he finally told you, every single aspect of the figure that Burke was killed by matches to a T.
And I'll go. The most common is with a large sword, very much paladin get up with heavy armor. However, your description of the suit of armor specifically aligns almost perfectly with what I know to be his law form, where he assumes a judge mantle. Now, what he is judging, I do not know, but is not boding well if it brought us all here.
You are reminded of the statement that the man who wielded the spear said prior to the Starfall, that the price of your sins was going to be paid.
He believes
or
us.
rather that you will be paying that price.
He believes us to be in sin, which, if you look at it from some theological, philosophical perception, we probably are all sinners in some way. But the point is, he is enacting judge, jury, and executioner himself. I don't know what summoning the fallen star entailed. Maybe just a distraction. But it seems...
If making a starfall is your distraction, then what on earth do you have planned?
It's why we're here. The star of rupturing whatever fabric brought down a fallen star. I imagine payment for our sins involves a destroying the Cornerstone level event.
Important tidbit of knowledge. If you are to destroy one of the cornerstones of Arklands, that means the sky will fall.
So it's just a faster way of bringing down the army.
Maybe the angel he brought down was a warning to show us what is about to come.
With my natural 20.
According to his knowledge.
From my knowledge, Will's knowledge, I'm pretty sure he was one of the ones who fought against the gods because he was against the ancestors in general. It wasn't like he was apathetic, right? He may have taken on this mantle assuming to finish what he and the other Forsaken started by taking out the ancestors. But waging war with the ancestors. Who knows if we'll be able to accomplish that, but it's probably why we have all been brought here.
I mean, Forsaken are all locked away, aren't they? He himself can't show up.
He showed up. I guarantee it.
While the realms of the Forsaken had served as their prison for centuries, much was lost and destroyed during the Age of Mourning. And it's entirely possible that something during that time happened to free the Forsaken from their own realms.
If stars are falling again, Forsaken can walk and wreak havoc again.
Then it's our job to prevent that from happening. At least stop this one from bringing down this cornerstone.
So is the form of the deity you encountered, is he coming here now?
He is on his way.
And it's only him.
As far as I know.
Unless he's pulled any other stars down along his path.
Let's hope that it's only him.
Well, I will say that the person that brought down the star that you saw, that was a person.
Was Cole there for that?
No.
No, it was just those
that's
two
true.
paladins.
So you see it.
Just they saw the guy. We didn't
Yeah.
see what was happening until
That's
after the
that's
star had
That's
already
very
fallen.
true. So you two would know. The golden mask, pure white cloaks, which is eerily, it's strange to see it in such a comforting context surrounding you as the members of the Knights of Dawn wear similar colors, but having it be so stark and distinct in his appearance. It's just a bit of a mind turner. But you know that at the very least, there's one person. But when there's one, there's probably more.
Okay. So, there's at least one man who follows him.
So he's bringing followers along.
They mean nothing.
Yes, your goal will be the Celestial Knight himself.
Oh, I meant more of, they'll die quickly.
Yes.
Alright. What can be done to reinforce the cornerstone?
This cornerstone was placed by the Ever Queen herself. Reinforcement is meaningless. What must happen is prevention. My forces can handle whatever else the Celestial Knight brings to bear. But you are the ones that are charged with fighting him yourselves.
I was told by Durandros that the best place to defend this world from what is coming would be at dawn.
There is no further east. We are the rising sun. We are the light that breaks through the darkness.
So when you say prevention, you mean for us to wait on the doorstep?
What?
Yes.
What cannot happen? Can he not set foot on solid land on the Cornerstone?
That will be fine.
Okay.
But each strike he is able to make against the stone with the Architect's Needle bears risk. Occupy him. Do not let him reach the tower.
How poetic that the end of the world should take place at the end of the world.
Does have a nice ring to it.
Take inspiration for that. That's awesome. Well, I didn't even intend that.
Well, we don't want it to be the end of the world, and hopefully it's not going to be, but, you know.
Trying to prevent it, then.
Are there ways we could potentially reinforce the Cornerstone so that should he make strikes does not crumble as
We
fast
are
as it would?
the reinforcers.
I ask you once more, what you think any mortal can do to surpass what
It's
the
not
Ever Queen put in
surpassing.
place?
Simply helping.
To
You
answer
can cover a sheet of steel with a leaf, but it will do nothing.
to say what he's saying a different way, whatever we can possibly think of, even what the most powerful of us could do, the Everqueen already did it. There's nothing more we can do except stand in the way.
Yep, we absorb the blows instead of the Cornerstone.
And hopefully, cut off the hand that wields the spear.
We'll cut off the head instead.
That too.
Do you
I
have,
like your style.
in that case,
You two
Do
do,
you have-
oddly seem like you'd get along.
they do. Very light and dark.
Some might say dead and alive.
Don't say that!
Yep.
Wait, what did he say?
Some might say dead and alive.
I mean,
In that
He's just
case,
gonna get a head tilt from.
Don't forget, he's still at the back of the room. You're up closer to Araceli.
Oh no, he's looking back at you.
do you have
Focus.
anything that could reinforce us?
That
Things that can protect specifically against radiance?
we can do. Yes.
get you some armor like mine. We're gonna all be
Yes.
matching, but
We will be able to equip you all with
I do like the matching set.
I do like your armor though. It's pretty stylish.
belts of resistance, for one. Make sure to set them by the time the sun rises.
So they require attunement?
Yes.
Alright.
Oh, that's going to be a problem.
I have slots open.
I don't.
It's okay. I already have resistance.
It would just.
Yep, I know.
It's not
It
easy.
wouldn't do anything.
Getting rid of the Pearl of Power then!
Oh, you know what? I'm in the same as well.
Bye bye extra
You already have
revivify.
it.
That's true. Forget it.
Despite my character being introduced by
You want a
solving a
pearl of
mystery,
power?
the
I like
chip
to
of
think
seeing
that's
has not
represent
come in
like
handy
you
really
reach out
at
for one and
all.
Cole goes, "You already have one," and grabs it.
Like, if you would try to use it, I probably
I
could have
love
found
gifts,
a way
okay?
that it would have played
Yeah.
into it. But
Just that there was nothing visible, obviously, but it was all visible things, so I was like, okay, I don't really need this.
Okay, so what is a belt of resistance?
not an official item, but
I mean, Ring of radiant resistance.
Just know that you're resistant.
Yeah, probably.
And just
it would be a ring of
Radiant resistance would be the equivalent. So it's not additional armor. It's just
Resistance to radiant damage.
Yep.
yeah.
Take what I can get.
His name is Ramen.
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 Ronan, yes.
Ramen.
Quirquel, Ronan.
Burke will refuse the gift, obviously.
Obviously.
You will also all be provided with healing potions, which do actually work on you.
Okay.
How many do we get?
Crack it over my head.
Awesome. And as a reminder, my ruling
Splash potion.
is that it is a bonus action to drink a potion yourself, and an action to feed a potion to.
Yeah, because lay on hands.
How many
Cool.
healing potions and what type?
I will have to double check which
There's
types.
Clear.
greater, superior, and supreme,
Chug.
and regular.
Oh. I'd imagine one tastes too good.
I'm looking up what each of them do.
Greater is 44. Healing is 8.
44.
Oh, 4d4. I said 40.
Supreme is 10.
Holy smokes.
You can each mark down 3 greater and 1 superior.
Sweet lord.
Oh, what's this? That's a 3 greater, 1 superior.
Yeah. They are pulling out all the stops.
Yes, please.
Yes, but not the stops for the healing potions. Not yet.
So what you're saying is no supreme potions of healing.
That's correct.
No.
Sorry.
Now it gives me, after I've added the third one, now it gives me the option to choose to add multiple at the same time.
Oh, I did the same
No, I
thing.
did not do that for me.
I was like, oh, thanks.
One of the things.
All right.
Cool, I can add that next to my potion of growth. That's probably never going to get used.
You could use it during the...
I might use it just to be more distracting.
Skelegro.
How long does it last?
1d4 hours. So the moment I see them on the horizon, sweet.
So, through your investigation, you determined when, where, what,
What?
who, and how. All of your questions coming together.
We are the best detectives.
Can I swap one of my spells so that I can cast Hero's Feast?
You know what?
Well, if we sleep through the day and wake
Roll
up
me a d20.
for dinner.
That's a 6! Darn it!
Someone can use inspiration if they want.
Please? Do you want Hero's Feast?
I ain't got it.
I don't have an inspiration.
Buck has an inspiration.
I do have an
Are we gonna
inspiration.
get new inspirations by the time the fight
Do you
comes?
want Hero's Feast?
Hero's Feast is good, but I should probably hold on to this for the fight.
You'll have Portland for the fight.
I do. Oh, I'm getting a long rest. That's true.
And you can get more inspiration by
very
bringing Trey snacks.
It's very true.
True.
That's true. Okay, fine. You can take it.
All right.
You may have it. Make good use of
I
it.
cleaned the table. Did I get inspiration?
thank you.
19.
There you go. You do not have to cast it.
You got appreciation.
Someone at the...
Yeah, that's all I need.
Because it lasts for 24 hours.
It
Yes.
makes a difference, man.
In the morning, you will be able to share a Hero's Feast breakfast,
Nice.
which will...
I don't think I'll be able to partake in that.
No, you will.
You can.
Soak in
It's
the
not
good
gonna
vibes.
do much for you, but you can eat it. You can open that maw.
Cool. Yeah, so in the morning, and you might as well write this down now.
So we get a long rest.
Yep.
So yes, you can all mark off a long rest.
Woo!
Unless there's anything else that you want to do.
Nope.
I do have a
I
question.
will- Before we go to sleep, I will pull Burke aside.
Alright?
Quill isn't feisty, so I'll probably just go to bed.
Fair.
Burke, may I speak with you in private for a moment?
You hear a quote, good luck.
What do you want?
You have a strange aura about you. lacking the physical characteristics that I've encountered with most living creatures. And I can tell by your sunny disposition that you are in a great deal of turmoil. When you get this spear back, will you return to the life you had before? Or would you wish to?
That's not up to me. I was granted revenge. Or the means for revenge. I have no hope for myself.
But would you wish to return to the life you had before?
Only if I can do it. Only if I cannot be alone.
Do you have anyone waiting for you? Cole intends to make it back.
That is a luxury I do not think I can afford.
That ship has sailed.
Ship is burned, technically.
Viking funeral.
I intend to make it back as well. But I am not hopeful that I will. Because I know and understand what it is to have been given a purpose by something greater than yourself. So anything you'd wish to pass along to the ones you have left. Words, an object. You don't have to decide now. But
there's nothing I could do that would ease the pain. The only thing I want is my brother back. If you think you can get that, then please do so. Mora said he passed beyond the veil. Tells me it's not possible to come back. I don't believe that. That's a rule, but rules are made to be broken.
Yeah, don't tell that to Lawful Quill.
don't tell that to Lawful or
This
Sally.
is coming from a guard.
Yeah.
True.
Rules are not meant to be broken, in my opinion. But that doesn't mean there aren't ways that people can circumvent them. There are powerful enough magics. It is also determined by a willingness of the soul to come back. Should someone pass on, and someone on this plane wants to bring them back, their soul has to be willing. So I'm asking you, if you had the chance to be restored, would you be willing? Or would you be at peace?
Only if Donnie comes back. If that means I get restored and have to find a way later, then yes. But I need to make things right.
I understand.
I appreciate the offer. And as I said, if you can do such a thing, I would be forever in your debt.
I might know someone who can. But I would need to make it out of here.
The only person I expect to not make it out of here is me. Not because I think I will fail, but because I am only on the time that Mora has given me.
So once you get the spear, you fully pass on? Or once you stop whatever's happening, you fully pass?
That is the impression that he's given me.
Sorry.
Look, this is all very new to me.
Literally.
You're not here.
Sorry, I was welcome.
How new?
I think Quill's asleep. Yeah, Quill's asleep.
Days. Maybe 2. Mora granted me the power to kill a god, and that is exactly what I am going to do. He will not set foot inside this keep while I am still here. And I cannot die because I am already dead.
That is a great power.
It's not a power.
It is a gift.
A curse. Depends on how you look at it.
It does. But either way, I trust your intentions. And I will stand by your side. And I will be your shield, as much as I am a shield for the rest of this world. And I will not allow your vengeance to go unfulfilled. I can promise you that. If, for some reason, I do not survive this, see to it that my soul is laid to rest.
I think you misunderstand. I am not Mora.
No.
I cannot
But-
guide you beyond the veil.
I don't imagine that you've been given your role for this one purpose alone.
Well, I suppose if you get a chance to meet Mora, you can ask him yourself.
I will.
But
I
do
pray
yourself
it does not
a
come
favor.
to that.
Don't ever meet him.
I'll meet him one day, but I pray no matter how I do that I'll be at peace with it. Anyway, I'm going to get some rest. And since imagine you don't have eyes to shut, pray your thoughts are peaceful this evening.
He's gonna look out over to the west.
I have one thought.
It's titties.
Not T-H-O-T.
No,
And her name is Brandy.
Titties.
Well, you know.
I'd like to point out. I'd like to
Thank
point
you
out.
so
Beck texted me and said, "Yeah," and she's back home.
Yep.
Beautiful.
One thought.
Many of us had the exact same thought, and
Say
Kiera was the
it's-
only one brave enough to say it first.
I was thinking, I think you mean two thoughts. One for each titty.
I don't know.
No,
Make a roll to see if he's an ass man or a titty man.
take your 2.
Did I get that before or after the long rest?
Before.
Okay.
I'm not that mean.
You could learn something from carrying trauma for 500 years. You and your shenanigans. I'm tired of it.
And so, you can all mark off a long rest.
Hey.
I want you to note that Burke will literally just stand
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
at like guard,
He got the
watching
edge.
the west.
Amazing.
All right. And did we find someone to cast water breathing?
Yeah, sure.
Cool.
I like to state for the public record, my portent rolls are 8, 2, and 18. I get 3 because of greater portent.
The next 10, 12 hours pass in a rush. You all join the members of the Knights of Dawn, preparing, fortifying, arming yourselves, running combat drills. Not exhausting, but the equivalent of stretching before a marathon.
Yep.
And
Before they all like get ready for battle, Burke is gonna pull Quill aside.
It's you.
All right, we're discussing. Okay.
Quill, I have no right to ask you this, and you may even disagree with it. But Araceli offered to help ease the pain of when I'm gone. And I thought I would ask you to do the same thing I asked her. When I am gone, if you should still be here,
Would I be so lucky? But yes.
if you should survive, go to the town of Tepik, south of Searsport. It's where I'm from. Go to the broken fort and ask for Donnie. And tell them that Constantine sent you. You'll
Donnie
figure out what I need from there.
I will do this. I will do so. And he holds out his hand. It's been a pleasure being a brother at arms for this short time.
It's not over yet.
It's not, but I think the more enjoyable times are behind us. The fun begins now.
That was enjoyable.
Compared to what we're about to go through, yes.
Oh, interesting.
you're not wrong.
I didn't clock that he was from Searsport until literally right now. Would Cole
little
have
south.
known him then?
A little south of Searsport.
Quill?
Cole.
Yeah, would Cole know Quill?
Would Cole know
No, Burke.
Burke? Burke's from Searsport.
I'm from a town south.
South of Searsport. Okay.
Yeah.
Quill is from Searsport.
Okay, I misheard.
Yeah. The day flies by. You share a hero's feast and can each mark that your hit point maximum is increased by 10.
Nice.
Yes.
I'm not taking my helmet off in front of them. So I'm gonna grab my.
To
my
use
needle.
Benjamin's words, cut the shit. They have bigger things to deal with. And if
Yeah.
you tried to take
No.
it away, he would say as much.
Can I make an intimidation check?
What are you trying to take away?
I'm trying to take my food to somewhere peaceful to eat it.
Oh. Whoa, that's not what I want.
Oh, that was one number
Made
off.
my HP
It's-
10 instead of 217.
That's a 29.
29. He gets a 15 or above. He
I
saves.
finally have triple digits.
It's all good.
Very nice.
So I
He stands aside.
Mm-hmm.
Your energy is better spent on other things.
I don't need energy.
Following, not too long behind him, he'll clap. Was it Benjamin? Benji. On the shoulder, say, I'll watch him. And follows after.
Right. But, yes.
Can I have one more HP so it's 169,
No.
please?
How much HP did we get? Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. I was
10.
picking
10.
spells.
A big
A little good luck from Benji.
Yo.
Benji, my boy.
I need to know that particular of your relationship.
I rolled. First one was cocked. Second one, it was a nat 20.
So do we all get 11?
Yes, fine. Especially because
You're
11 is
welcome.
technically the flat average
Hit.
of 2d10 being rolled.
Even better.
Yes. So you can all get 11 HP increase.
Yeah.
Oh.
So if you go to your HP management, max HP modifier, add 11 there.
Yes.
You can add it on your sheet.
Oh, I can do that too. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I just put it in there.
Oh,
No,
put
so
in the
just do
override.
max.
Yep.
I scoot. No, I cannot.
Yeah, you can do.
we
Either
can
one
figure
is
the,
fine.
the specifics on the sheet later.
Yeah.
LL.
But you stand. You haven't known each other for very long. Days, if that. And as the sun sets in the west, the sky growing darker, glimmers of sunlight disappearing over the horizon. In that last moment, when the final rays of sunshine should disappear, instead, the light begins to grow brighter and brighter.
Oh, sweet. We got some angels to fight. Woo!
We got the
Preparing my
celestial.
spells.
And you can do that in between.
Yeah, I'll do
sessions.
that in between sessions.
But it is not coming from a legion. It is not coming from an army, but from one single figure, radiating a light that dwarfs that of the angel you fought. As the celestial knight, wielding the architect's needle, and flanked by ships full of his acolytes, the five of you stand, steadfast in front of the Cornerstone, with the Order of the Dawn, ready, flanking your sides. And that is where we're going to end tonight's session.
Oh, this bitch thinks he's all that.
Thank you very much for joining us, and we will see you for our finale next time. Good night.
Hey.
Peace.